China's dirty hands in Ukraine's bloodshed. Russia's war survives on Chinese money, parts, and protection. If you believe our headline and the following text are exaggerated or inaccurate, please check the links to reputable sources at the end of this post, and you will find that this post is true. Also, visit our website at www.thatischina.com for more articles that show the true face of China. Without China's support, Russia's war in Ukraine would have collapsed early under economic pressure, industrial breakdown, and international isolation. Beijing's claim of neutrality is a calculated lie. The Chinese government did not merely stand by, it actively enabled Russia to keep fighting when defeat should have been inevitable. When Western sanctions cut Russia off from advanced technology, China stepped in as the replacement supplier. Chinese exports of microelectronics, semiconductors, machine tools, optics, and navigation components surged. These items are not harmless commercial goods, they are essential for missiles, drones, armored vehicles, and battlefield communications. By labeling them dual use, Beijing provided cover while ensuring Russian factories stayed operational. Energy purchases delivered the second lifeline. China dramatically increased imports of Russian oil, gas, and coal, often at discounted prices that still generated enormous revenue for Moscow. This cash flow stabilized Russia's budget, paid soldiers, funded weapons production, and softened the blow sanctions were designed to deliver. Every energy deal was a political choice to bankroll aggression. Chinese supply chains also fueled drone warfare. Chinese-made drone platforms and components have repeatedly appeared in Russian operations, repurposed for reconnaissance and targeting. Even when restrictions were announced, enforcement remained deliberately porous. This convenient ambiguity allowed Chinese technology to keep circling Ukrainian skies, guiding strikes on infrastructure and civilians. Financially, Beijing acted as Russia's economic shock absorber. Trade shifted into yuan, payment systems adapted, Chinese banks and intermediaries offered alternatives when Western finance closed ranks. This reduced Russia's exposure to sanctions and bought time that translated directly into prolonged fighting and more graves. Beijing's so-called peace rhetoric has been empty performance. While speaking of dialogue, China kept the machinery of war running. Peace proposals meant nothing when components, cash, and cover continued to flow to the aggressor. This was not moral confusion, it was strategy. A prolonged war weakens Europe, strains Western unity, and binds Russia into deep dependence on China. The Chinese Communist Party did not need Russia to win, it needed Russia to survive, and to owe Beijing for that survival. Ukraine's devastation became collateral damage in a larger geopolitical calculation. Without China's backing, Russia's invasion would likely have stalled early, crippled by shortages and financial collapse. With China's help, the war dragged on, killing thousands more and destabilizing an entire region. China did not fire the first shot in Ukraine, but it made sure Russia could keep pulling the trigger.